Seeing it's the third day of losses on the bourse. What led to that today?
Well, maybe the market is beginning to go a little bit down. You can't expect it to go all up. If you know, 2 weeks ago we had a market that was just going up. Actually, I think the losses may just due to some of the results that investors were not too comfortable with, like a result that came out a week ago from a Nigerian brewery was not really very impressive, and the forecasts we get into are not very, very impressive forecasts. Then you talk about today we had a result from WAPCO, which was also very, very poor. And it has not been an earnings season like we normally would expect, and people are still expecting the banks to come out with the results. And people are doing profit taking again. You mustn't rule that out, because some people have been in this market since January, and you realize that if you have been in the market since January, some equity have gained up to 50 to 60 to 70%.
Yeah. Well, Muktar, let's look at each result. Let's start with the Ashaka Cement's second quarter results, which just came out. What do you make of them? Are they in line with market expectations?
Well, not really 100% market expectation, but when you look at it, the result is better compared to what they had the next time they came out. And so that's why Ashaka Cement was among those that won the Guinness corner, the losers corner this week. So I don't think it's a very bad result, but I think they could do better when we're expecting the third and final results.
Well, Muktar, what exactly should the company do to get better results for its next quarter results?
I think most probably they should reduce costs, because they actually make a lot of profit, but most overhead cost is a bit high. But then you could not blame them for that when you look at the power situation, and some of them, these companies are being run on generating plant for over 24 hours. So I think once the power situation improves, I believe the result will improve also.
Well, Costain and Nestle also came out with results. Were they in line with market expectations?
Well, Nestle, not really in line with market expectation, because when you see the price of Nestle selling at 230 something naira and giving a dividend of 10 naira 60 kobo. Well, you could say averagely is okay, because Nestle is some stocks that few people hold it and few people are not ready to sell it. They call it the pensioner stock, a stock that is being held by investors. So I still believe that in terms of dividend payout, what a fantastic dividend. But in terms of earnings, and I don't think they were that impressive compared to what they've been doing before. Then again, if you talk about Costain has been one company with a lot of promises. But up to now, we've not beginning to realize these promises. We believe with the recent infrastructure building in the nation, very soon Costain should come back to where they rightly belong to.
Well, what's the market outlook for next week?
I wish I have a crystal ball beside me to see what the market will look like next week, and I'm beginning to tell you that that will happen. But let's look at it this way. Most of the stock have already got into their support level. If you look at the market today, the losses was just minus 0.3. So when you look at it, even when we say the market has suffered a loss, when you look at the cumulative losses of the week, it's not as high as one thought. So when you look at it, the market have really gone to a support level. So these stocks are really just hanging there. But one thing that we're expecting to drive the market actually is if we begin to see the year-end result from all these banks, like GT Bank, First Bank, Zenith Bank, Access Bank. These are banks that will actually show the direction of which way the market is going to look like next week. But optimistically, hopefully, I don't expect the market to perform too fantastic, but I don't expect the market to be too down or too up. Where averagely we may just be there in, day out, going like that and coming out like that. And again, looking at that, the asset management company that we thought would have actually been able to boost activities in the market is not really getting the type of attention or the type of response we thought it would get, because yesterday in the Senate, the bill was sent back to the refrigeration to do a lot of work on it, so to represent it. So when they come in their next legislature, we'll begin to see what happens. But for now, there's not any fundamental that's going to drive the market. There's not any so much thing that we're expecting next week. So the market might just still continue like this, but maybe
all right,
not.
Muktar.